Hello and welcome to today's edition of Money Time. I'm Shrestha Tiwari. Today, let's start off with something that affects your pocket. Now, when it comes to taxable income, if your income is taxable, then you should be all ears to this. A senior Finance Ministry official has advised taxpayers to check the annual information statement before filing income tax returns. The taxpayers can check the annual information statement on the income tax portal. They will get all information regarding transactions in mutual funds and securities, interest earned on bank deposits, and foreign remittance received or sent. If the taxpayer has put his house on rent, then he can even check whether his tenant has given correct information or not regarding how much rent the tenant has paid to him. Sometimes tenants purposefully show exaggerated amount of rent paid to get higher tax deduction benefit on HRA. Exactly 6 years ago, on November 8, 2016, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced demonetization of 500 and 1000 rupees currency notes. The government then reintroduced 500 currency notes in a completely new series. As of March 31st, 2021, 500 and 2000 rupee bank notes accounted for 85.7% of all the currency notes in circulation. Meanwhile, critics attacked BJP government on failure of demonetization. They accused that neither black money nor corruption reduced as was promised. Eminent economists have claimed that logic, design and implementation of demonetization was flawed. While on the other side, some economists also backed the government's move. They have said that the digital transactions have gradually increased in the country, and overall economists have not been able to reach a consensus whether demonetization was a wrong move or it was a step in the right direction. Staying with the economy, the Chief Economic Advisor to the government, V. Anantha Nageswaran, has said that the country's growth momentum has been stable despite of multiple crises going on in the world. He has said that after World War II, this was the first time that countries had to face multiple crises simultaneously. But despite all of such challenges, India is on path to achieve GDP growth of 6.5% to 7% in the current financial year. But he also admitted that trade deficit was a concern. He said that trade deficit has widened because of higher import of crude oil, and he has also said that the country's per capita income needs to increase. The health of banking sector has improved and NPAs have reduced. Ahead of the assembly elections in Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh, the government of India will issue electoral bonds from November 9 to November 15, 2022. State Bank of India is the only authorized bank to issue electoral bonds in the country. Bonds will be available on select 29 authorized branches of the public lender across the country. Electoral bonds are valid for the first 15 days from the issue of date, and Government of India has been issuing electoral bonds since 2018. Such bonds are great alternative for cash donations made to various political parties in the country, which also brings in transparency in political funding. If you are a shareholder of any company, then listen up. The capital market regulator, SEBI, has issued a master circular on how an investor can file a complaint against a company on its SCORES platform. SCORES stands for SEBI Complaints Redress System platform. If you have any complaints regarding any company, then you can file your complaint on a portal launched by SEBI. With this, SEBI has given a lot of power in the hands of the investor in case the investor gets in dispute with the corporate and he has invested in. If you are interested in mutual funds investment, then you should know that the NFO of HDFC Mutual Fund's new business cycle fund will start from November 11th and close on November 25th. The price of one unit will be 10 rupees. Redemption of units in less than 1 year will attract exit load of 1%. Rahul Bejal and Priya Ranjan will be the fund managers. The scheme is suitable for long-term investors and suggested investment period is more than 3 years. The fund will invest in stocks across sectors which stand to gain from different phases of a business cycle. Despite of receiving one-time grant of 22,000 crore rupees from the government, the three oil marketing companies, IOC, BPCL and HPCL, have reported loss of close to 2,750 crore rupees in the second quarter of the current financial year. In fact, the collective aggregate loss of more than 21,000 crore rupees reported by these three state-owned OMCs in first half of the current financial year is highest ever in the history of the nation. The government has now indicated indicated that it might even give fresh grants to the 3 oil retailers. The government has said that because fuel prices have not increased in the country in the last 9 months, this is the reason why the OMCs have been piling on such huge losses. Well, this might also mean that citizens might not get any relief from high fuel prices anytime soon in the country. So while on one hand, oil retailers are piling on losses, on the other side, public sector banks reported robust profit of more than 25,600 crore rupees in the September quarter. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that the government's efforts to bring down NPAs are bearing fruit. Sitharaman said that the government's efforts to reduce bad loans have resulted in 50% jump in quarterly profit of 12 public sector banks in the country. Recently, SBI reported its highest quarterly profit ever for the September quarter. PSU Bank Index has given interest of more than 12% in the last 1 year. Public sector banks are known to operate under heavy losses, but it looks like public lenders have finally cracked the nut on how to make a fortune. Bookings for the all-new Jeep has begun. Automobile manufacturer Jeep India commenced bookings of the 5th generation of the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee. Deliveries will start towards the end of this month, and the price of new SUV is touted to start from 85 lakh rupees onwards. German luxury car maker Audi has launched a special edition of its flagship hatchback, the Audi Q5. The special edition trim has been launched at ex-showroom price of just 67.05 lakh rupees. Full of features, the new hatchback will be available in 2 new shades. Those who are looking to book the special edition hatchback should better hurry up, as it is available only for a limited period of time. Winding up with the day's IPO update, non-banking finance company SBFC Finance Limited has filed preliminary papers with SEBI to raise up to 1,600 crore rupees through an initial public offering. The initial share sale process consists of a fresh issue of equity shares worth up to 750 crore rupees and rest being OFS. Promoters will offload their stake in the company through the OFS. Mumbai-based SBFC Finance Limited offers loans against property, personal, secured and gold loans, and the NBFC also offers business loans as well. In March quarter of FY22, it had reported a PAT of more than 64 crore rupees. Meanwhile, specialty marine chemical manufacturer Archean Chemical Industries garnered 658 crore rupees from anchor investors ahead of its IPO slated to roll on the floors on Wednesday. And it's a wrap on Money Time, but before I take your leave, a quick reminder to download the Money9 app to get all the premium and exclusive personal finance content, which is only available on our OTT platform. So go ahead and download it, and this is me signing off, but keep watching Money9.